I know that there are several financial planning systems out there, and some of them are very popular, such as Suzie Orman and Dave Ramsey. How would you say your system differs from those that we see?
Yes. Okay. Well, I have no argument with the Dave Ramseys and the Suzie Ormans and David Bachs and those other radio and TV personalities. They're there to give soundbite advice to people who call in with questions. I've listened to Dave Ramsey, I've listened to Suzie and David Bach and so forth, and I read their materials. The challenge that they present that is unspoken is that they don't know a particular person's situation. For instance, if someone goes to a doctor and says, "Doctor, I've got a headache and a stomach ache," and the doctor says, "Oh, okay, I know what you need to do. Let me give you a prescription for this drug, go get it fulfilled, and you'll be just fine." And you say, but no. I know what's your problem. You have a headache, you have a stomach ache. I'm sure this is the solution. Take the prescription, get it filled. Who's next? Well, that's what they do on TV and radio, is that when someone calls in and says, for instance, I've just inherited $20,000. I need to know what to do with it. Dave Ramsey will typically say, do you have any debt? Well, I've got some student debt. Use it for that. Actually, I only have $1,000 in student debt, and I have $19,000 more. Do you have a car payment? I do. Well, pay off your car. See, he gives advice, like Suzie and David, that they don't know your particular situation. And that can make all the difference. All the difference in the world is that, do you understand my belief system? Because before you prescribe, you really need to diagnose. What would we call a doctor who made a prescription without a proper diagnosis? We'd call him a fraud. It'd be medical malpractice. There are people out there in the financial community who practice financial malpractice because they don't understand what makes a client tick, what their belief system is. And before you can tell somebody how to use that $20,000, there is 50 questions that need to be answered in the diagnostic stage of that question. So read as much as you want, listen to whoever you want to, but always keep in mind, does this person understand what's going on in my life? And if they don't, how in the world can they give me a good prescription?